Hello again, my lovelies. Susie here from Susie Mac Creations, and I'm coming to you today with a little project that I'm going to be doing for an ongoing journal that I'm making. I'm using these beautiful papers from Artymaze. I've already selected some of them, but I'm looking to do a little reusing of products that I've got in my stash that, quite honestly, I don't know why I bought them or even where I got them, but they've been here for a long time, and it's these kind of postcardy type things. They are not my style. I like pretty things, I like flowers, I like lace and more shabby chic type or kind of vintagey, but not things like this. So I'm going to alter them, and I've started altering some of them by just spraying the back of them with some coffee, and I'm using my little spritzer bottle, and I've filled it with coffee and water, and I'm just going to simply spray them, put them to the side to dry. That takes care of all of them. So I'll put these ones to the side just to dry off, and I'll show you what I'm going to do with the others. Give me a second. There we go, over there, and we have these ones. They're not quite dry, but that really doesn't matter because we're going to be decorating the front. And I have some odd bits and bobs of papers left over from the journal that I'm going to be making. I've also got some focal points from the kit. I've got some butterflies and some little words. I've got some odd bits of fabric and some flowers, and I've also got my tin of cheesecloth and various bits and bobs of odd bits of lace, etc. So let's see what we can do with maybe a couple of them. Let's have a look. We'll take this one, I think, and this one. We'll do a couple. I'm going to sit down now and we'll get on with the project, she says. So I'm going to be using my glue stick for this one, and this is a humongous glue stick that I got from the range. And it is humongous. It's been well used. I think I'm coming to the end of it. I need to invest in another one. So what we're going to do is I'm going to choose some papers from the kit. I'm not bothered that we're going to have two different colours here. That just doesn't bother me. But what I would like to do is maybe distress the edges. So I'll get my distress tool out. You could tear it if you wanted, or if I wanted. If you're following along, that's lovely. If you're a new follower, you're very welcome. I hope you enjoy your stay with us. We'll do this one. I'll bring in my trusty glue book, and I'm going to be stitching these. I've eventually got my sewing machine out, she says, at last. So I will be stitching these not on camera. I'm not that confident. Which way? We shall go this way. And I've had my sewing machine for quite a while, and it's so silly not to be using it. It really is. Let's do that one there. We'll just rip that off. Let's give it a little bit at the edges. And again, oops. Just do that there. Let's try and find a focal point. If I bring this over, you can see what I'm doing. That's rather nice. And again, I want it a bit as if it's an old. I'm just scrunching it up before I add some more distress ink. I think I use glue on this one because it's so scrunchy. I don't want it flat, so I'm just adding it so that it's got a bit of lift on it. That's quite nice. And what else can we go with? It would be the right colour. Yep. I quite like that. But we have to go again. We'd have to go with glue on that one. Oops. We'll get some glue and just pop it down. Like so. Slip that under there. That. Have another little one here. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, I do like that. Shall go with that. These are all from Artymaze June kit, which is free to her followers on her Facebook group, in her coffee shop. I'll put links below on the description box for you if you want to pop over and grab these beautiful freebies and start creating. I think we'll go with a nice little butterfly. And I need to ink up the edges, take some of the brashness off it. And again, we'll go with glue on this one. And I think we'll pop that just there. Let's see if we can get a word. We have explore, dream and discover. And we have, what else do we have here? fill the world with sunshine. That's quite nice. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Pop them back. Get some more ink. The papers I'm using, the background papers, they're all leftover scraps from the pages of my journal that I didn't need. And these make lovely little projects. Even if you don't have these postcard type things, you can use standard paper, cardstock, and just distress it using your sprays. Or if you haven't got a spray, a sponge, you could have a cup of black coffee, dip a sponge into it and just dab it all over. So there's our first one. That's quite pretty, and that will just go in lovely in one of the pockets, either in an envelope or a pocket, as you can see. So that's my first one done. I need quite a few of them actually, so let's go with this one and we'll do it slightly different. Let's see if we can get some lace across it first. No, we shall put some paper down first, but I don't want to go with the same paper, so let's do this one. It's a lovely sunny day here today. It was the other day it was miserable, but it's sunny today. But we do have showers. I don't mind occasional showers. The wind has subsided a lot, and I'm sitting looking out my window and it's lovely and sunny. Let's put some glue on this. Oops. We've left a little bit of text on that. I've obviously used a little too much glue, and this will just come off. I'll rip this page out, turn it over, and we have a dry page. So let's go with something different down this side. What else have we got in our little bundle? Now we want something bigger here. Let's have a look. That's pretty. I'm going to need something under here. I think we'll go with some cheesecloth. I can find it. Here we are. I'll just snip a bit off. Take that out of the way. And we shall... I'm not sure if this will work on cheesecloth. I'm going to try it. Never tried this before. Let's have a look and see. snip off the edges. It seems to have worked. I'll let you know if it stays. It probably won't. I'll probably put it in and it'll fall off. Never mind. Let's go with... I could either go with... That's up there. That there. What else have I got? Maybe this would be better. That blends in better. I think we'll go with that one. And again, I'm going to scrunch this up. Try and get some texture into it. Better possibly if I wet it. Shall we try wetting it? Right, here we go. So give it a nice stain as well. That's not too bad. Let's do some inking. I think we'll have it there. Again, I'm going to use some ink. Still a bit damp, but it'll dry. I'm not looking for perfection. We're just looking for something that's rather nice. Let's distress this just a little bit. Let's try and add a little background for this little one. I have a piece of let's have a look. Shall we try a piece of music paper? Or something else. Let's have a look. Oh, that's quite nice. No, I think we'll go with the music paper. I didn't want to use a full sheet. Destroy it. Wait. I'd like to keep the treble clef so I can. Let's just glue this down. just distress the edge of this, folding it over. This gives it a bit more texture and interest. There we go. As my wee granddaughter would say, there you go. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll just use glue for this one and splodge it down. There's no fabric on this one apart from the cheesecloth, so maybe let's pop this down here. Looking for a little word, but these are too big. I just want something small. So I have, stretching over, a little box of words. I think these are the smallest I have. With something out of here, let's see what we can find. What do we have? Sunshine, memories, wonder, believe, specimen, courage, inspire, nurture. I quite like that. That's too small. So they're not good. Let's find something just a little bit bigger. Put them back in there. Let's see what we've got in here. Blue, no. Your art, your story. That's quite nice. Just do it. Craft your happiness. Why not? I'm faffing again, girls. Dream, design, create. It's too big. I quite like that, but I wanted to put it somewhere. A bit of blue, creative. I quite like that. I'm going to go with that because I'm faffing and I didn't want to faff. So I'll just give it a bit of colour and a bit of glue, and we shall pop it down there. Everything's getting in the way, girls. Creative. Do we need anything else? Something up here? No, I think that's quite nice. So we've got this one and we have this one. And again, just using scraps and bits and bobs that's in your stash, a bit of material, a bit of cheesecloth, some music paper, just a butterfly, some words, and we have two lovely ephemera cards that will go in to the journal. And what's sticking out there is I didn't ink the edges. That's my little project for today. I hope, how about another butterfly? Oops. Too big. I don't want all butterflies, but I love butterflies. Why not? Let's distress this one as well. Who doesn't like a butterfly? I've seen a couple this year. Not as many as we normally see, but we've seen a couple out in the garden. And I think, yeah, we'll just pop that one there. And I think that is quite lovely, even if I say so myself. Thank you very much for coming to visit with me. I hope you enjoyed my project, and I'll be back with some more very soon. In the meantime, please subscribe and hit the bell so that you know when my next video is coming up. And thank you very, very much for staying with me. Bye-bye for now.